Hello gentle viewers, and welcome back. I know it's been quite a while since we've had new videos, and hopefully this will be the first of many. This is Avendian bringing you another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 18. So a couple of quick announcements regarding this series. Depending on what happens at the end of this season, as you can see my contract is nearly up, we might be looking for a new challenge. But more specifically, this series, as an OOTP 18, will be coming to an end in March to make way for Out of the Park Baseball 19, which is supposed to have a lot of changes to scouting, to some of the underlying engine, and even to the interface. So I'm really excited to see how that works out. So it's been a while, and I thought it would be useful to have just a quick recap of what's happened so far. So we began this particular version, the manager of the Detroit Stars of the Negro National League. We won 2 championships, and then were summarily fired after a 49-51 season. We began building up the St. Louis Browns. We've made the playoffs once in this time with a team that I largely built. But the last 2 years have not been kind to us, and a lot's going to have to happen if we're going to be able to get a new job. So this is our pitching staff. We have Larry French as our ace, followed by Mel Harder, Tommy Thomas, Milt Schaffner, Bill Dietrich, and Jim Tobin as the 6th starter. Tobin was a trade acquisition last season, and I'm hoping he can provide some decent innings for us. Plus, he's a knuckleballer, and knuckleballers are always fun. Our lineup is still anchored by Woody English, Lou Fonseca, and Bruce Campbell. We have Dan Bloxham, his first change starting for us. He hits a lot of home runs, but not a whole lot else. I'll have to see how he handles his position at third base. Followed by George McQuinn, Jack Saltzgaber, and Fred Schulte, bringing up the rear and center field. Those of you who've watched previous episodes of the series, you may be asking yourselves, where did our good friend George Sisler go? And the answer is that he retired. So with that being said, I think it's time to begin. So as usual, we're going to start by simming for the first month, and then we'll stop and reevaluate. It looks like we're doing okay. Nope, I lied. Nope, maybe I didn't lie. We're definitely in the bottom half. Oh, we've had a little bit of a spurt here. Okay, so the first month is over. Woody English got 5 hits. That's pretty cool. Anything else interesting here that applies to us? Ben Chapman, that's not mine. Although it was against me, which is disappointing. Anything else interesting happened? 2,000 hits for Buddy Meyer. Congratulations. And we're nowhere near the top, any of the top awards, so it is what it is. Read all, delete all. Let's take a quick look at the minors, led by Bob Feller, who is, oh my god, is he shooting up the things here. This control worries me, but he's having very few problems dealing with Double-A. He may very well end up in the Major League rotation sooner rather than later. Especially if I go over someone like Milt Schaffner. Do I want to make the promotion now? Has he had a development report yet? He's actually lost a bit of potential control, but he's actually throwing harder. Let's wait until May, and then we'll reevaluate. But he is rising very quickly in my estimation. He was my number 1... Oh, he's my number 4 draft pick. We've been looking for that elite hitter. We just haven't had much luck. Okay, we still said what, the 2 minor league franchises? Yeah. Let's proceed to the next month. A personal message. Catcher Pid Purdy. He wants to be a starting catcher. I might consider changing it if Saltzgaber's having another bad season. He is exactly replacement level because his bat is so terrible. You know what, my friend? Done. You've been promoted. Have at it. Actually, let's platoon them. Because you're pretty good against right-handed pitchers, but not against left-handed pitchers. And hopefully there should be enough of a starting lineup that you accept it. Any cool news here? Not really. Except against getting dominated. We'll see where we're at in June, and then maybe make some changes. I don't really have any interesting hitters that are ready to be called up. Only his throwing is influenced. So I'm willing to keep him in the lineup for now. Don't you have that automatic history thing? That's right, I gotta... No, I should be able to activate you here. I'm going to put, if it's at least substantial, I'm going to put let manager decide, which is me. I'm not right. I don't want to bench him because he's too important to our offense, and I have a feeling our offense needs all the help it can get this season. God, we seem to get shut out a lot. There's got to be some serious offensive problems with this club. But we'll see. Schulte, day-to-day, minimal. If it's only minimal, I'll have you play through it. Plus, Schulte's a backup anyway, so... And we just lost Woody English for 3 months. And this puts us in a difficult situation because... I don't know that we have a ready-made shortstop. Oh, we have Ed Chahaki, who's at least a good shortstop. But he's not a very good hitter. I apologize if you guys are coughing. I'm still fighting through the last bits of this cold I've had here for a while, so... You really should be hitting more home runs. That disappoints me. We don't really have a ready replacement for a shortstop on the roster. You play first, second, and third. Third, left, and right. First, third, and short. Let's call up Richardson. Oh, Schulte is actually regular in the lineup. Let's bat you second for now. No. Fonseca still bats third. You bat second. And for now, we'll go ahead and put in Chahaki as our starting shortstop. And we'll do the same thing here. Schulte bats second. Chahaki comes in to play short. And we'll finish this month, and then we'll take a moment to reevaluate and see what our team needs. We really need top-notch hitters. What, Dave Barbie want to start? Dude, you're a good third baseman. I would happily trade you if I thought I'd... Well, you know what? Let's shop you around a bit. Because I'm loaded with third base. Yeah, I'm only getting players that I wouldn't find any use for. You can't play short, and I don't need another left fielder. So, You can cry and whine about it if you want to. I don't care. And really, the reason people are upset is because we're losing. If we were winning, I wouldn't be getting bombarded with these stupid requests. Fonseca's hit 25 games in a row. Ooh, we have a new player on the list, Hal Lee. Okay, a lot of emails. Mike Bauza, Ooh, Max Bishop was Player of the Week. Good work. Or Player of the Month, yeah. And, yeah, go to hell, Johnny Hop. Okay, so let's take a quick look, take a quick second to evaluate this team. We're actually hitting really well. It's actually been our pitching that's been holding us back. Okay. How has Bob Feller been? He's actually lost a little bit. If you remember correctly, he was at 50 overall a little bit ago. But he's pitching very, very well. He hasn't had another development period yet. I thought that was every 2 months. Maybe it's every 3 months. Oh. Okay, who's struggling the most on the pitching staff? Everyone but Larry French. Wow. Yeah. 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 He's actually not that bad this season. It looks like he's just having some bad luck. Schaffner. Schaffner has actually been bad for a while now. He's pitching tons of innings, but is anyone at all interested in Schaffner? Because I know he won't take a demotion. I'm getting some reasonable offers here. Chuck Dressen. No, he's only first and third. I really want a young quality player. Ed Majeski? No. Bobby Reeves? He's a good player, and he'll occasionally hit for average. He's got good speed. You know what? For a guy like Schaffner, and this will free up a rotation spot, Bobby Reeves might actually be a good call, but let's look at Pinky Whitney. No, Pinky Whitney's not good enough. Let's do it. I can see if you'll throw in a prospect like Buddy Lewis, but you probably won't. Yeah. You know what? I'll take this trade. It's a trade of strength for strength. I've got lots and lots of starting pitchers, and I need a spot for him. And I definitely need more help at shortstop, so I will complete the trade. And you should be on DFA, I think. Oh, no, you might be on the reserve roster. Where's my new shortstop? Where is Bob Reeves, or whatever his name is? Where'd he go? Oh, here it is. You've labeled him a... No, you're going to be set as a shortstop. Because that's where you're going to be most useful. And then you'll back up Chihaki. For now. And then I need to call up a pitcher. Actually, I need to send someone down so I can call up a pitcher. Let's go ahead and send down Richardson. I'm going to give Feller a shot in the big leagues at 17. This could end up really badly for us, but we need some kind of shot in the arm to this rotation. I'm going to put Bob Feller on a pitch count. 100. And we'll see how this works out for him. Any other changes I want to make? Not really. Johnny Cooney hasn't been that great. Actually, his ERA is pretty reasonable this season. He just looks like he's walking a lot more people. That'll eventually even out. Okay. I think we shall resume. We're losing games hand over fist. Now who's whining? You're not going to be in the starting lineup, mate, and I tried to trade you and no one wants you. These are bad players. I'm not trading you. You can Here, I'll put you on the trading block if you aren't already. Ooh, AL Player of the Week. If we don't go on some kind of winning streak, I might actually get fired. I drafted you, mate. And you just haven't been a consistent enough hitter. So, if someone wants to make an offer for you, I'll consider trading you. I'm actually getting quite a few offers for you. The problem is what I need most is young talent, and that's the one thing I'm not getting. I really hope that the trade screen gets a major overhaul in OOTP 19. I should be able to see more at a glance than just this. That's one of the big things I like to see. There's really nothing here that really screams out to me. Because I need young offensive talent, and none of these guys are very good offensively. Okay, Pie Trainer. The problem is he has no position anymore. Still a good contact hitter, but that's about it. Yeah, there's really nothing here. No. No. Wally Gilbert's a decent hitter, but I don't need another middle infielder right now. Nope. If I'm going to trade Saltzgaver, I need more. I'll put you on the trade block. But I need someone to actually give me a decent offer. Any Browns going to make the team this year? Probably not. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah, we're kind of stuck in a rut. And I don't know what we can do to get out of it. I would trade young talent for prospects if I had any good young talent. But I don't really have any right now. Lou Gehrig and Johnny Hop again. Couldn't I have drafted you? I could have drafted you that season. He's actually not that good. He's hitting way above his pay grade right now, and he will probably collapse sooner rather than later. Any news? We're getting better at pitching. Still the best lineup in the majors. Feller's been pitching quite effectively in the majors, actually. I don't want to rush him, but he is... The walks are going to be a problem, and if you actually look at his real-life stats, they were a big problem for Feller during his actual career with the Indians, too. But he also struck out a lot of people, and it was pretty uncommon for there to be so many strikeouts in the 30s and 40s. Alright, let's sim up to this All-Star game. Let's see here. Bobby Reeves is frustrated. I don't care. We'll go ahead and re-sign our minor league coaches, I guess. Who made the All-Star team? For the Browns. Larry French made it. Jim Turner made it. And Bruce Campbell made it. You'd think the best lineup in the majors would get more than one person on it, but it's fine. So, let's first go... Oh, we don't have a manager. Oopsie. Let's get ourselves a AA manager. Preferred tendency, occupation manager. I wonder if you'd agree to be the manager of my AA team. You would. Have a 5-year deal. Okay, whoopsie. Can we make any changes to the lineup? Okay, let's look by WOBA, because WOBA's my favorite overall thing. George McQuinn is doing very, very well. Bishop, Campbell, Fonseca, Schulte. I'm going to bump up McQuinn and bump down Bloxham. Not that I'm unhappy with Bloxham, but McQuinn has been so good this season, I want to give him extra chances. Is Bishop still leading and on base? Yeah, he is. McQuinn. We have a really good lineup. We just don't have a lot of power. And I think that might be what's holding us back a little. You've turned into a very good player, McQuinn. I'm pleasantly surprised. Very pleasantly surprised. Cool. How are we doing on time for this first episode? We've got about 10 minutes left. That might be enough to finish the season. Let's keep on keeping on. Let's go up to the trading deadline. Oh, we got Aaron West back. Brilliant. And let us have Benua ruminates. He's really thinking about it. Oh, McQuinn's in the race for the bat. Oh, he was in the race for the batting title. Oh, well. I think Cleveland's got too big a lead. I don't think we're making the playoffs this season. Oh, I didn't look at the mid-season review of goals. We'll definitely need to check that out. Let's see. He likes the record. He's unhappy, but he's satisfied overall. I think that was literally the only goal you gave me, was just don't suck. But let's check. Yeah, literally that was it. Just play close to 500, and we're doing that. So, I'm not going to make any trades this season. I kind of wish we would bottom out, because then we'd get a really good draft pick. But I think we just need to get lucky and to get into a draft where there's a lot of good, strong, young talent and make some smart picks. Because there's not much I can do. I'm not going to make, oh, Woody English is eligible to come back. I would like you very much to do a rehab assignment. Because I want you to get plenty of playing time. Plus, it'll let us wait till it's a roster expansion. Schulte's out for 3 weeks. This is unfortunate, but we'll do it. Outfield is something I actually have a decent amount. No, we'll just call up English now. Assuming Shahaki hasn't been amazing as a hitter. He's actually been reasonable. Not great, but reasonable. I'm going to go ahead and make you back up. Reeves will really going to be pissed off at me. English goes back into the lineup. And Woody Jensen will start at center for the rest of the season. He's still a good defender, even if he's not that great a hitter. Reeves, Shihaki, and then Woody English. I'm going to swap you and Jensen. There we go. Onward and upward. We're heating up a little bit toward the end of this season. Oh, great. Now we just lost Bishop for 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, of my thousands of third basemen, which is the best at second? Freddie Lindstrom's a pretty good second baseman. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And I'll call up, I'll call up Bobby Reese. It's kind of hard to balance out in the 30s and 40s your roster, because you typically have a lot more hitters than you do pitchers, and there's just not a real clear position for some of these guys. And Lindstrom, you're going to go ahead and start at second. I'm okay with you being the leadoff hitter for now. I mean, it's not really going to make a difference for the team. Season's already kind of lost to begin with. I want to get like a top 5 or 6 pick and just find a face of the franchise. Just an elite power hitter. Freaking Ted Williams. He's actually had a really bad season. He's not adjusting well to the majors. I mean, you know, who cares, but... What is Woody Jensen whining about? Dude, you are not a middle of the lineup hitter. You're just not. You just aren't. I might get fired. We're supposed to be close to 500 and we're not. I'll just call you up. I'm not even going to bother putting you in the lineup right now. Personal message. Who's whining now? Dave Barbie. Well, you know what? You are a role player. Shut your pie hole. Bobby Reeves is crying. I won't be a starting player. Well, try sucking less. Then maybe you'll get to be a starting player. Now who wants to be traded? Jack Saltzgaver again. You're not going to the starting lineup. You're just not that good. And playoffs begin. We get Max Bishop back in the offseason. Hooray. Frickin' Jimmy Fox. Until the end of the playoffs. Oh, the Indians and the Pirates made it. Come on, Cleveland. Damn, the Pirates dominated you. Oh, but you gave me an extension for some reason. He wants me to upgrade at third base. He gave me a 2-year extension? Really? Damn, I kind of figured you'd be firing me. Well... So I guess that'll end this episode. We've made it through another season. Somehow, I don't know how, they decided to give me a new contract. In the next episode, we'll go through the offseason, see what changes and improvements we can make to the team. But until next time, this has been Avindian. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know who you'd like me to take a look at in OOTP 19. I'm really thinking of doing a Major League Fantasy draft and starting with that. But we'll see what happens. Until then, when hopefully I won't be coughing quite so much, I bid you good day.